Hey guys, welcome on into another episode. We're gonna be doing a fun macrame technique today that I feel like I was trying to hone in on with our cotton cord, but I figured out that it really works best with our wax cord that we have in stock, and it's the basic sliding macrame clasp. So this is how it works. You can see the knot right here. I've just strung two pieces of beaded, of the same cord, the wax cord, and it does have like a little bit of tack to the cord, which is why it's so wonderful, and it actually grips and works. So what you do is it slides like this, you put it on, and then you pull it closed. And I think most of you guys have probably all seen this before, but I just thought today I wanted to do a simple video on how to make this knot. It's gonna be really fun, real simple, but also you have to have the right type of cord. So this is what we're gonna be using today, and this is amazing. This is waxed cord, and you can string seed beads on it. I love this cord for making tassel earrings and anything like that. And then this is just a really pretty natural color. So I've already pre-strung all my beads in my bracelet, and we're gonna make our little knot. Let me kind of move over. Oh, I did bring my beads that I used. I used a combination of seed beads. I've got some 6Os. I actually just used those for the very ends. We've got 6Os, 8Os, 11Os. And so those are kind of the colors that I used. I thought they were really pretty together. So let's go ahead and get started. I've already pre-strung my two bracelet pieces, and this is, like I said, the same waxed cord, and this is just kind of my pattern. This came out to be 6 inches. Ooh, that one looks a little bit longer. I need to take off a couple of beads here, but it's 6 inches of beads right here. Okay, and this is going to make kind of a standard size bracelet. And then what you're going to do, I actually tied these in a little knot together. Just tie a little knot here, overhand knot, real simple. And then from there, I'm gonna slide on my 6O bead just to kind of keep them together. I think this in the bracelet is a nice little step. It keeps it from getting all twisted and tangly. So you just take the end of your pieces, and here's where my 6O comes into play. And you just twist that over both pieces. Kind of rolling it on, then you just pull that down to the knot. And you can see it's an interesting cord. It does have the waxy feel, but it's not gonna get like on your skin or anything. Okay. So then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Go ahead and push your beads all the way down to that knot. And we're gonna tie these together. And for some reason like this, let's see, we want them to be the same length. I'm gonna take off those beads. I just want those two strands to be the same length. This is should be 6 inches of beads right here. I'm gonna double check on my Naughty Do It All really fast. Yeah, that's 6 inches, okay. So here we're gonna tie another knot and make sure everything is together, kind of taut. And then I'll tie the other half of the knot. And then we're gonna slip on our 6O bead over both tails. If you need to, you can cut those ends to a little splice and then put that on. In the Miyuki seed beads. Kind of looks green and purple at the same time. Okay, So then we've got that side done, and now we can move to our knotty do-it-all and tie our knot. And I'm gonna do it again on leather after this. Just I've got a simple leather base, just so I think the contrast will show up really nicely. And I'm curious if it's as easy on leather. I assume that it is. You're gonna clip, so this is my knotty do-it-all. We still have 54 left in the large size. We did sell out of the smaller one, I believe, so, but it's just a great little clipping station. So take all 4 and clip them into one alligator clip. Take all 4, clip them into the other alligator clip, and make sure they're all in there nice and securely. And we're gonna be working right here. It's all kind of the same color. Hopefully you can see the contrast. You don't need much. You need just about 6 inches to do this knot. And this is gonna be a classic, I call it classic, but it's a right square knot, or it's just a square knot basically. I showed you guys this last week, but go to the center of your little piece and you're gonna make a loop. You're under all of them, you make your loop. And then you go over it, under it, and through, and tie. And then do the same thing on the other side. Make your loop, over the cord, then you take this tail, you go over that, under everything, and through the little loop that you made, and pull. So that's one full square knot. My new favorite, classic knot. And then you do the same thing again. Make your loop, take this tail, go over that, and up under everything, and pull. We're gonna do that again. Make your loop, go over that tail, up under everything, and through the loop. One more time, make your loop, go over that tail, up, under, and through. And last time on the other side, make your loop, go over that tail, up, under, through everything. And pull. And that's it. That's it. Okay, so then my favorite part about this cord is that you can burn it and it just heals itself. It just becomes, one little sliding knot. All you have to do, believe it or not, there's no other knots you have to tie. Take a really sharp cutter, and we're gonna cut just right here, right beside that last little area. See right there, all you need is just a little bit of a tail. I didn't tie any extra knots. You're gonna take a lighter and just burn it. And you can kind of tap it just to make sure it's balling up as small as it'll go. And then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. You just barely leave the smallest little tail. Try to pull it up so that, get that. And then take your lighter. I'm gonna come at it from this way. You don't wanna burn your base cords, obviously, because then it will all melt into one piece and you can't slide it. So that's that knot. It's just so fun. Okay, so next you can unclip everything and you give it a little test. Ooh, it's sliding. Okay, so then just pull it. I like to kind of pull it closed like that, and then we need to finish off these tails. And go ahead and put one larger bead on the end of both. Just keep them as one. This is another 6/0 bead. I need to splice that tail just a little bit. You can even do one bead on each cord. I just kept them together. And leave about 2 inches of cord and you're just gonna tie your knot here. Measure 2 inches, pull your bead down. We're gonna just do a little overhand knot here. If you have a larger wrist, you may need to leave a little bit more slack. Okay, and then we're gonna trim that off. And if you want, just for fun, you can burn that little tail too, the little very tip of the knot, just since you can do that with this cord. I really like, it's just fun. So don't forget to pick up this cord if you don't have it. This doesn't work with all cords. Like I said, definitely won't work with the cotton cord. But you could do the cotton cord as a base for your bracelet and then use the wax cord over it for the clasp. Okay, I'm doing the other side. Put that XSOjsyt bead on both tails, and then you're gonna measure 2 inches out and tie your overhand knot. Trying to keep it as even as possible with the other side. Okay, and then just trim that off there. And give it a little flame. And you're done. So now you have a really cute, easy to wear sliding bracelet. So easy. Okay, so let's try it again on just a simple leather bracelet. I just am curious. I'm assuming it'll slide just as easily, but this is just, I did measure this, and I've forgotten what it was now. This is 11 inches of cord. This is 1.5 millimeter leather, and I just tied 2 large hole beads to the ends, and we're gonna do a knot on this too, just to see how it goes. And I actually think the contrast will be pretty. If you want to, you can try to position your cords to be almost flat like that so that your knot sits up like that, but it's up to you. All right, I'm gonna twist it. Cut another little 6-inch segment. I'll show you guys my bracelet in just a second that I'm wearing. It's so fun. All right, so we're gonna go under everything, and we're doing, once again, our square knot. Make our loop, take the other tail, go over that loop tail, under everything, and pull. Same on the other side, make your loop, go over that tail, up, under, and through. And we'll do that 2 more times. 2 full square knots. Under and through, pull. Now on the left side, make your loop, go up, over, under, pull. One more time, repeat, over, under, up, through. And over this, through, okay. All right, so that looks great. We're gonna now trim that off and finish off our sliding knot with a little flame just to fit into that cord. Boom. Same on the other side of the knot, just trim it here. Okay, pretty satisfying. Yes, this is my new favorite thing. I love burning the ends of this cord because when you work with other cord and it doesn't actually work like this, you have to tie knots and then put little pieces of glue all over things, and it's a great way to do it, but it's not as clean. You know, it's just not as easy and it's not as fun. Okay, so that is working great. Really cute. That does slide really nice on the leather. And it just works exactly the same way. So you slide it out to put it on, and then pull the ends. Tighten it up. but it does want to make one side a lot shorter. So I suggest adding some beads to the middle of your bracelet, and then you won't have that problem. Okay guys, that's how you do the sliding adjustable knot. It's so easy, and I just thought I would take a moment to just spotlight that while we're on the tail end of macrame. And let me go show you this bracelet here. This is a big piece of really giant curb chain, and it's done with some leather lace. How did I do this? I made this so long ago, but I think what I did is it's 2 pieces of leather, and pretty sure it's like, the way that I did it is I laid one piece on the side of the bracelet chain, and then I went back through and did a loop around the flat long piece and the chain together. I'll try to recreate this soon. I saw it today at my house, and I was like, oh man, I wish, so I was looking for some really chunky curb chain that we might have in stock, because it works really great with that kind of chain. But I will try to, this will be a fun demo to do soon, because I feel like it's summery. It's really an anytime bracelet, but it reminds me of summer a little bit. If you need to pick up any of the tools or materials we use today, check out the links in the description below. And while you're there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell if you want to be alerted to each new demo. Thanks for watching.